Oh, okay, okay. We'll try to. Okay, that's cool. It's live now.
Although it's
So
been
just
on. Hey, everybody. Go ahead.
hey.
Introduce us.
Oh, okay. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I'm here with my very good friend Donstar, and we're just talking random stuff. And since we get into
Jazz hands.
talking Breaking Bad, then I just thought we'll just start talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of in the mood to talk tonight. It
Okay.
is what is it? It's no, it's Monday night. Monday night here in Illinois, and from Sammy's clock on the wall in the background, it's 9:02 p.m.
Yeah.
Um, and when I contacted, I just put the call out. I says, "Anybody want to chat?" And he's like, "Well, I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm in the middle of season 2." And so we just, before we even went live, we just started talking about how great the show is. I've seen it. Millions of people have already seen it to the end, and I was just kind of telling Sammy that it's just going to get better for him.
Mm,
And he decided to make this live, and we're going to try to keep away from spoilers.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but we will talk about Breaking Bad, at least up to the middle of season 2, as far as you've gone.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. So, and then we'll touch on other subjects, possibly. Um, oh, you already
I
sent me
just
out.
I'm coming in also as here we go, as the other Falagar, so that way my face can be shown in the corner.
Excuse the belch. Yep.
Whoops. Oh, here we go.
Although I noticed in some of your other hangouts, whenever you talk
Mm.
and the camera goes to what you're talking, it doesn't show your face. It shows your image, even though
Uh,
your face is down at the bottom. So I don't know
oh
if
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It shows my face in the corner, but then my face isn't big, right?
right.
Yeah, that's how I like it. I don't want my
Oh,
face
okay.
to. I did that on purpose. That's why I have a because I can control the camera,
Okay.
so I can control it. So see, like right now, when you watch it, you'll see what I mean. It just has a
Yeah.
Falagar symbol, so people can see your face in a corner, mine in a corner. So when you're talking, I basically make the focus of the person who's talking, except for me.
Okay. Okay. I
I just
thought maybe that was a mistake, and
no,
oh, you
I,
want your
I
image.
don't,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want my image to be big like
You
that.
don't want your face to be big.
Yeah, I say for some reason when it's live, I get like super nervous. I don't mind when I'm doing it, like just making a video, like a review or something like that, or an update, which it's been a while for that. Then it's okay. But something about it when it's live, I just feel super nervous.
That's fine. That's fine. I just got
Okay.
contacted by another friend on Facebook that I want to have join our Hangouts eventually, and I'm going to send him a link.
Okay.
Oh
And this
my.
is a cool, trustworthy person?
Oh yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. He might not join though.
Okay.
Ba, 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 da, ba.
And I noticed you started Whistleblower, so I've got to get started on that.
With what?
You started with Whistleblower, Outlast Whistleblower, so I've got to. Don't say anything yet because I don't want to be spoiled with what I'm going to see on your
Sammy,
Let's Plays.
it is worse. It is
It's not.
worse than
Oh,
Outlast.
it is worth
It
or
is
worse.
worse, worse,
Worse? Oh,
scarier,
oh, it's scarier.
gorier,
Okay. Oh, I love it.
more sick-minded. Oh my God. The last part I played, for those of you who are gamers and you've played Outlast and then you played the add-on, the DLC of Whistleblower, you know what I'm talking about. There is, they must have, the game makers must have seen what was good, what everybody liked about Outlast, and then they just threw it in this DLC of Whistleblower and made it even worse. Um, God, there's some sick stuff in here. This last part I played, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Seeing. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you need to watch that, Sammy. And then I finished the Alien Isolation. I finished that, which was a second go round of me playing the game, and I started that right in the middle. And I'm going to eventually go back and do those first couple parts, and then make a full playlist of the entire game.
Yeah, okay. That's yeah. See how I have my stuff in playlists too, so that'll make it easier for
Yeah,
the
I
viewers
really
to kind of
wish you
find
could
it.
play. I really wish you could play that. I really wish you
Well,
were able.
I'm just looking right now, and I see on G2A, Outlast, just the core game is $6.66,
Oh,
and
great price.
for Outlast, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go for that. I mean, not now. I'm sorry to report, I only have like $3.40.
No, I
Um,
understand. I understand.
yeah, and the reason why is because the gym charged, and then when the problem is, and then the gym, and then Netflix is gonna charge next, and they're gonna charge 10, and I only have 3 something, so I have to get to my dad's. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I don't go negative. But then they're not going to charge until Friday. So long as I get there before Friday, then it should be okay. Okay, so let's see here. Outlast and Whistleblower.
Yeah, the DLC
Hold on
is only
here.
like $9. But Whistleblower, when I bought it, it was 20. So if
Oh,
it's
you
down
bought
to
it when it was
6,
20?
yeah.
No,
So
no, oh,
if
no,
it's
not,
down to 6, it's a great price right
oh,
now.
no, the game, the Outlast game itself is $6.66
Oh,
for the
okay. Then
game.
yeah.
And
Then
then
it's
and
come
then
down.
Whistleblower, I can buy it for $7.64.
That
If
ain't bad. 20 for the entire thing.
in case you're wondering where I'm looking at these prices, don't here sometimes, and hey, this is like a discount Steam. So here, hold on here. I'm gonna here click on
Discount
this.
scheme.
Yeah, here. click on that link right there. Do you see that? You can put in your thing, and when you look at those prices, this is G2A. This is like
Oh
secondhand.
yeah, look at that.
See,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they send you a Steam code, and then you go into your Steam. You open up your Steam, and you just put enter product code, and you put in whatever the product code is of the game you bought. And so, like, I'll give you an example. Like the Mad Max is like $25 on
Yeah,
Steam.
I've been wanting to play that one too.
Here you can get it for $8, and that comes
Okay.
with the Ripper DLC. So you just put in.
Okay, I just saved the link, so I'll
Okay.
do some searches and
And make sure you
look
buy the
around.
right one. Make sure you buy the one that's for Steam. Don't get
I
the one where
also
it's
am wanting to buy the last Resident Evil, which I believe is 6.
$6.
No, Resident Evil 6. I think
Okay.
7 is coming out. Number 6, number 7.
How much is it on Steam? Go ahead and check right now. I'll give you an
Oh, I
example.
don't even know. Let me check. Store. Oh, come on, load up. There we go. 4, 5, 6. Enter the age. It's available for $30.
30? Well, guess what? And is that just the game, or is that all the DLC?
That's just the game. That's no
Okay.
DLCs.
On G2A, if you just want to get just the game, like what's selling for 30 there, you can get it for $6.39,
Oh, see, that's awesome.
or get Resident Evil 6 complete with all the DLC for $11.55.
Yeah, they have the full complete one here
How
for
much is complete?
$40.
Here is $11.55.
Wow, that's a great
So you
site, Sam.
see
Thanks.
what I mean? Yes, you're
Thanks.
welcome. And
Yeah, I
make
will.
sure
I will definitely.
make sure you get the one that says Steam CVP
Sure.
Global, and make sure it says Global. Steam. Don't get the one for. Make sure you don't accidentally get the Xbox one. Make sure you don't accidentally get the one for Origin. You want to make sure you get the one for Steam.
So then you download from that site, and then when you install it, it installs through Steam.
Well, actually, what happens is you're buying the product key code. When you have the Steam open. What you're buying is Now I'm opening up my Steam as well. I'll show you exactly what you have to do here.
Okay.
Just so you know, because they send you the key. It's like a code. They send
Right.
product code, and then you enter the code into the Steam. But I got to show you where you have this
Oh, okay.
option.
Okay. So you're still connected with Steam.
With Steam,
these games,
right? But
But you
guys are
just
able
get the
to
code cheaper.
Yeah, because they're able to buy the codes cheap somewhere. It's like a.
So it's like a code you get with a Blu-ray, where you get the stream code.
Yeah, that's it. Like a Voodoo
okay.
code, the digital code. Go to your library and go to your games. So when you go to library and go to games, and then you just have like on the left side like a list of your games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now see at the bottom it says add a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the plus sign, click on the plus sign, and then where it
Okay.
says activate a product on Steam, you click on that,
Ah.
and then
Okay.
you click next, and then after you click next again, and then it will say product code, and then you enter that in, or you can copy paste. Just go on that site, and then just copy paste. Just say like reveal code when you're on this the GTA.com, and after you buy it and everything, you use your PayPal and everything, and then you click on show code or whatever, like or get CD code now,
Okay. Cool.
and then you click on that, and
Cool.
then the code pops up, and then you copy it,
Man,
and then you paste
that
it. Yeah.
that's so much cheaper. That is
Oh,
so much
eleven
cheaper.
dollars and fifty
Wow.
five cents versus 40. It doesn't compare.
No, no, that's great. Yeah. Oh, and you just blurted out GTA. Um, you should pick up 5 if you get a chance. If
What's
you could,
5?
GTA 5,
Oh, GTA
Grand
5.
Theft
Okay.
Auto. I know it's not your type of game,
Well,
but
let me see.
just to have it in your repertoire
Hmm.
of games, it is such a great game to have. It's a sandbox game. You could do whatever you want, but it's like you're in a city and then you're in a country. You could do anything you want in this game. You don't have to play the main mission. So if you can get that game for like under $20, I would jump on it.
Is this like a new game? Or not
No,
really, right?
well,
Grand Theft Auto
it
5
came
right?
out, I believe, in 2013, maybe, because I waited for the price to come down.
Because why the hell is it still $38.64, and that's
Yeah,
on Steam? That's a
that's
terrible
what I'm
price.
saying. It's still expensive.
Yeah.
It's a huge game. I mean, the storyline of the game, if you play the game itself,
Hmm.
is you're talking almost, geez, 30 hours of gameplay. It's long. It's long, and it's a great story. It's like a big movie story. But you don't have to play the story. You can create your own character, like in Fallout or whatever. You can make them look how you want and how what you want to do with them, and then you just go out there and you can rob people. You can steal
Wow.
cars. You can buy
There,
cars. You
there,
can modify things.
there's a game by them called oh, hold on here. What is it? L.A. Noir, I think it's called. L.A.
Okay,
Noir.
all
That's
right.
also
Probably
Rockstar
very
Games.
similar. Probably
Yeah,
very
it's by
similar.
them, and I guess they said it's think of just Grand Theft Auto, but then back in the days of like the 40s and 50s, when
Oh,
it's like
really?
film noir, you're like a private detective,
Oh,
or
wow, that's cool.
yeah,
So you're driving these old jalopy cars and stuff.
yes,
Oh,
taken in
that's
the old
cool.
days,
You got the
and that's why it's
Tommy
called
guns and
in the
stuff.
Tommy guns. That's why it's called LA Noir. It's like film noir, right?
Yeah, yeah,
From those
yeah,
days. So I
yeah.
absolutely love that.
So yeah, going back to Whistleblower, yeah, it's a great DLC. It is a prequel game to what happened in Outlast. It's about the guy that sent the reporter the messages to go and check out this
Ah,
insane asylum.
so you're not the reporter. You're somebody else.
No, you're like a tech. You're a computer tech that gets mixed up in
Wow.
the thing and wants to expose what they're doing in this place.
And he
Um,
encounters supernatural stuff too.
oh,
Really?
you meet the wall rider right at the within the first 10 minutes. You're already
Wow.
running from the ghost, and like I
Oh.
said, it starts in like 10 minutes. You're being chased already,
Oh
um,
shit.
and it's about a 3 to 4 hour gameplay time, but it is scarier to me. It is creepier than me. You remember that part where I was playing where I went outside and it was all dark and there was just thunder and lightning and you couldn't see anything?
Yes.
There's a scene like that in this game where it's all foggy and you can't see anything. It's just gray until somebody comes up and their face is right in front of you. Um,
Wow.
lots of scary stuff. There's a guy with a saw chasing you, like a
A
like a
saw,
sawzall.
chainsaw.
No, like one of these little like wood saws, like woo, woo,
Mm.
Um, you get thrown into a crematorium and you have to get out before you get burnt. And oh my God, and then there's bizarre
Oh.
births with women, and the guy wants to make you a woman and he wants to cut your
Oh.
parts off, and oh my God, it's just sick.
And oh, I mean, is that like a consequence that can happen if you don't get out in time, where he turns into a woman?
I won't
That
tell
is
you. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil. And I haven't gotten to the end yet. I thought I was tonight. I played an hour and a half. I thought I was going to get to the end, and I got all the way an hour and a half into it, and then it said, "Oh, I got to find a key." So I know. Oh my God, I got probably another hour to go. Uh, so tomorrow I'll play more and post a new part up there. But
okay.
it's pretty damn intense. And
I
then
really I want you to get like sorry to interrupt, but like I really want
yeah.
you to get well not get, but I intend to just give me some time, and I want
Oh
to
yeah,
gift
you were
I
mentioning
want to gift you
that.
Fallout 4, but
You were mentioning that, and I
yeah,
appreciate. You don't if you don't
I
have
want to.
the
I'm
cash,
gonna
don't
try.
worry
I'm gonna
about it.
try. Just let me
Don't
let me
don't
save
don't make
save
it
up like
number one. Make it like, oh, okay, I got extra. All right. Don't make it like a number one priority.
because
As
I would
much
be
as I
super
appreciate it,
excited.
you
I
need
so
your
much
money.
want you to, right? Yeah, but at the same time, I would be super entertained to see you do Fallout 4. If you've seen any of mine, I
Oh
really
yeah,
think
oh
this. You have
yeah.
seen some. See what kind of game that is. There's like some
And I
ghouls and
noticed there's
zombies.
there's also another game. I can't think of the name of it, where it has this like floaty computer thing helping them as it goes along. I can't think of what it's called, but I was watching someone else play it, and I was like, this looks reminds me of Fallout 4 because I know you have. I don't know what it's called, but there's
Mm.
this robotic thing that flies around and helps you build things
Well,
and
there's a flying robot in Fallout 4. You have a
right.
robot companion. Is it that
That's
thing
what I'm
you're
talking
talking about?
about. It's very much like that, but the game
Okay,
wasn't Fallout 4.
but the
It
game
was
wasn't
another
Fallout.
game. And then there's a new game that just came out called No Man's Sky,
Yes, No Man's Sky. Yes,
which,
movie Mike told me about it, and so did Gary G. Matter of fact, he woke me
yeah,
up to it. I'm sleeping, and then I get a message here, and it's just like, yeah, Nowhere Sky is the one he
that
really wants to
game,
get.
it seems like it's one of those games that are going to just take forever. You could spend hours and hours exploring different planets and
Wow.
collecting gems and collecting things to make your spaceship better and then going into space battles and stuff. But it just came out now, so I'm sure it's very expensive.
Oh, it
Up in the
says here,
yeah.
$56.72.
Well, that's you're talking $60. That's a lot for a game,
Yeah, and
in my
that is
opinion.
on G2A. I wonder how much it is on Steam. It's probably 60, so you're not saving. You're probably just saving
Yeah,
$8.
yeah. And then
I'd
with
rather
the
not.
Friday the 13th coming out and the new
Yeah.
Resident Evil, they're all going to be like $60 each. So I'll just wait till they come down.
Like say Fallout 4 here, but I got just give me some time here. It's like just give me like give me like 3 or 4 weeks.
All right.
$23.58.
Yeah, like I said, don't make it priority number one. You know. Um, but anyway, to just
Yeah.
jump off games real quick, going back to Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Fantastic show,
Mm.
amazing show. It was one of those shows that in the first three seasons nobody was really watching, and
Wow.
I kind of got hooked on it around the third season, and I
Really?
was like, this is a really good show. So then I went back and watched the first two seasons to catch up, and then around the fourth season, that's when everybody started taking notice of it and everybody started watching it, and it became this
Wow.
big event. Everybody on Sunday night needed to watch Breaking Bad to see what was going to happen.
Wait, fourth
And
season, and they only had 5 seasons, right?
yeah, they split
Oh,
the
so
fourth and five up. I believe they were 10 episodes each, maybe 10, maybe 7 for the
so people
last season.
so people got hooked like when it was about to be over, like the
Yes,
final. Oh
yes,
man.
and
Okay.
and
I was
that
hooked from the very first episode I saw. The
yeah,
very
that
first,
that
first season.
final. A lot of people had a little trouble because the first season I think was only like 6 or 7 episodes, and a
7.
lot of
Okay.
people didn't want to like a guy who was going to make mad.
Oh no, I'm
He was like
for the
a
guy.
bad guy. It was like he was
No,
a school teacher that was dying of cancer, and it's like, do I really want to watch this and like this
so
guy?
good. I'm
And
rooting
it
for
and
him.
it just gets he creates that friendship with Jesse, and they get
Yes.
involved with the gang members. Oh, now you have Broken Warning, or I mean, you have On the Down Low, my
Yes.
DVD.
Yes, I do. Got it.
Did you ever watch the short film that was based on? Which is, there you go. Now, if you read on the back, the original short film that is based on is called Broken Warning. Okay, the guy who plays Angel in our movie is in the first 3 episodes of Breaking Bad.
Really?
He is the guy that Walter White
Broken Warning.
catches
Yeah.
the neck thing on the pole.
Yes. Okay.
And
I recognize
the
him.
broken dish and that.
Yeah.
That's the guy I worked with on Broken Warning. He plays Angel in that short
is it
film.
this guy right here?
No.
What's
It's in the short film that inspired that.
Oh, I see. Oh,
So
and you
watch.
included the short film on here.
Yes, it's on there.
Original
Called
short
Broken Warning. And Maximino Arciniego is that actor, and yeah, we worked with him, and he said he was a rapper, and he was going to go to Hollywood and start trying out for movies and stuff, and all of a sudden there he is on a Breaking Bad. Crazy 8. He's Crazy
8. Yes.
Yeah, he was the one boxing, and the dog was barking, and
yeah,
and then in the camper at the beginning.
Yeah, and then after, like, when he was killed and everything, he's like okay, how'd it go? He went something like Jesse's like, hey, I've been how do you put it? I've been slinging meth all day. Okay, and then he says, okay, and then it says here, he tells him how much, and goes, here's your cut here, okay, 26, and it's like $26,000, because already that sounded kind of low to him.
Yeah.
Like, no, 2,600. No, actually 1,300. That's very high. Why are you selling it like 1 ounce at a time when you can be selling it at the pounds? Okay, this is too low, a low of money for the risk that I am taking. He goes, and he goes, you sell it, a pound at a time. To who? Who do I look like? Scarface? Who do I look like? Scarface? And goes, and he's explaining more stuff, and then he says, you mean like a distributor? Yeah. Know any? Well, yeah, I did, until you killed him.
Yeah.
Crazy. Until you killed him.
And that scene when he's got him locked up in the basement with that thing around his neck, it is so well because he brings the guy sandwiches and they have this nice little conversation.
Yeah, until he passed out.
And then he realizes one of the plate pieces are missing, and it's like, he's going to try to kill me. And then
how very astute he was to notice it. He just peeked in the garbage can to throw the thing.
Yeah.
Noticed the plate. You're like, wait a minute, something seems off. And then he puts the puzzle together, and he sees it. He's like, oh, no. Oh, that was great. And
that leads into 2K at the at the junkyard.
Tuco. Yes, I love that guy. It's like this.
The big guy gets crushed by the car.
Yeah, this is good shit. Oh,
it's
just
great.
Guy. Yeah.
Oh, wait till you meet Gus. That's all I'll say. Gus. Wait till you meet Gus.
Okay.
Oh, and you in the second season, you already met Uncle Tio in the wheelchair.
Uncle Tio, the wheelchair guy, yeah. And he
wait till season's coming.
Really, I thought he's gone because that guy's taking shits like right in the police station.
Yeah, no.
That was nasty,
he plays a big part in this show.
Really?
Yeah.
He can barely. Does he gain the ability to speak? Oh no, maybe you shouldn't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
But he plays a major role in this. When you finish the series, did they meet up with the lawyer yet, Saul?
Saul. Oh yes, and my brother told me there's a spinoff called
Better Call Saul.
Oh, Better Call Saul. Okay,
yeah.
He said that's a spinoff.
When you're done with Breaking Bad, when you're done with Breaking Bad, watch Better Call Saul, because Crazy 8, Tio, all of them are in there. Like, it all happens before they meet Walter White. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, hold on. It's not coming out. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Blurrying. That's all right. That's all right.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Don't worry about that. Don't
anyways, it's movie, Mike. He said, just watch Jesse fall into the porta potty.
Yeah.
Put yourself in her shoes. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, anyways, yeah. As you were saying?
So, yeah, when you finish Breaking Bad, start watching Better Call Saul. Things start to, you'll see things behind the scenes, how things are happening. But, no, Breaking Bad is amazing. Third season, wow, the end of that. And like I said, when you start meeting Gus, Gus runs a chicken restaurant. That's all I'll say. And they start working for him, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. And then Mike shows up, the hitman, and yeah, there's some great stuff. So yeah, keep watching Breaking Bad, marathon it like you did Game of Thrones,
Oh yes, I have been.
because it's one of those shows you can't stop watching. Every time it gets to an end, and then Skyler, his wife,
I don't like her. Yeah.
you will hate her, but you will respect her by the end.
She is smoking while pregnant. I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Oh, it gets worse. And then his son, who always wants breakfast and pancakes,
yeah,
and it's such an amazing concept for a television series to have his son be handicapped,
mm,
and he's just trying to help his family out the best he knows he's dying. He just wants to make enough money so they can be fine when he passes away.
right. Yes.
He's doing just the wrong thing, and the repercussions that
But the
happen.
thing is, I'm cheering for the guy. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
I'm cheering. I want him to
that's
succeed.
the great thing about it.
That's-
He's
yeah.
not a good guy,
Mm.
and he gets worse. He gets worse as it goes on. Crazy Eight was his Breaking Bad moment.
Yeah.
He murdered that guy. He strangled him. That
Yeah.
was the first time. And as it goes on, it gets worse and worse and worse, but you want him to succeed.
Yes, and I love how there's a little bit of kind of evil creeping in him when he said that he got jacked by these two like kind of like homeless couple, I guess, but they had a
Yes.
son, and he says, "I want you to take care of it." He starts to become like more of like a drug lord kind of
Well,
like a
he
kingpin.
does.
And I absolutely love that about this guy.
He
I'm like,
becomes
yes,
he
Walter's
becomes
becoming a badass.
Heisenberg.
Yes, well, he is Heisenberg already.
Yeah.
They already set some other guy up to be as Heisenberg. It's a guy that loves to be in prison for some reason.
Yeah.
And because that fucking guy Badger, like he got caught by the cops.
Yeah,
and
Badger. Oh, he's
How
hilarious.
stupid is he? He's like,
He'll
are you
be
a
through-
cop? You got to tell me because it's like in the Constitution. If I ask you, if you're a cop, you got to ask me if I'm a cop. He goes, are you a cop?
Was that the scene where the cop got him on the park bench?
Yeah, he got him on the
Sitting
park
on the
bench.
bench? Yeah,
So he
yeah,
tells him the thing, and then he looks like a young kid, but then he's really cop. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, FBI, freeze.
yeah.
So yeah, and he got caught. So that's how Sal got into the picture.
Yep.
Oh,
and
man.
Sal is with his ways.
Let me ask you about that. Better Call Sal. Is Walter and Jesse in that as well? Do they guess?
Not yet. Not
Oh, but they'll
yet.
get in there. Oh, so this is good.
Tuco's in it.
Wait,
Crazy.
how can Tuco be in it? Tuco's dead.
This takes place before this even
Oh.
happens.
Oh, really?
This-
I didn't know that.
Better Call Saul.
Oh, yeah, right.
Sets
It's
up
prequel. Oh, yeah.
what-
Right.
how he gets into that little strip mall as a lawyer, because he
Okay.
starts out as a big lawyer, a big important guy, and then he
I
ends
see.
up as this little loser that deals with criminals.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a prequel. It's a prequel basically.
And they're still filming it? There's still more? seasons?
Yeah, they
it's
just
still going
finished
on?
the second season, so you got a third
Oh,
season
that's
coming.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope what they do is, I don't know how this whole thing of Breaking Bad ends, but maybe they can continue with it and then continue with Better Call Saul, but after the Breaking Bad thing. And better yet, since Breaking Bad's already over, maybe they can make movies.
There is something that Sal says in the final episode of Breaking Bad
Okay.
that when you watch the first episode of Better Call Saul,
Mm.
he is doing what he says he's going to do.
Okay.
So it's like they do in Better Call Saul show the future, but they flash back to how he began. So you're seeing a little bit of the future all the time.
Oh, okay.
Of how he's hiding out. I'll just say that. He's hiding
Okay.
out. But
Oh,
you get to see how he got there. How he got
okay.
before Breaking Bad even started. How before he even met Walter White. You get to see that whole progress. And it's just as good as Breaking Bad. It is just as good. Maybe a little funnier. Maybe a little
Okay,
funny.
yeah, I can tell the guy's a funny guy, and
Yeah.
I gotta point out too, and thank you to Movie Mike for pointing it out to me, that the place where Jesse is staying. I forgot the woman's name, the girl's name, the
Yes.
dark-haired one. You know who
Yeah.
that is actually, and now I recognize her. And I never knew what her name was other than she's Jessica Jones, but I think
Yeah.
her name was oh shit, Kristen.
The actress. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah. But
actress.
yeah,
What did he say her
Jessica
name
Jones.
was?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Kristen Ritter. That's it. Christine Ritter.
Yeah.
Okay, so he pointed that out to me. Movie Mike. He said, did you see her? And I was like, okay. Yeah, I knew she looked kind of familiar to me, and just
Yep.
younger. But you've seen all of Jessica Jones?
No, I haven't watched that show. I've watched
Oh,
all the other shows, but I haven't watched Jessica
oh,
Jones
you've
yet.
got to see Jess Jones.
When the
Yeah.
second season starts, I think I'll jump on it.
Second season of what? Of
Jessica
Jess Jones?
Jones.
Oh, that might be like next year, because what's going to happen is I think they're going to put out the Defenders, which is going to combine. They form a team. You
Oh,
see
they're
those?
going to do that first.
Yeah, the Defenders, like the Avengers and X-Men.
Yeah, yeah.
They form a team. It's Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil. They formed a group.
Well, you still got who's the black guy?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. You still
Yeah,
got his show.
got his show, but his show is coming in the 30th of
Yeah,
November.
well, you're right. Then it's going to be next year sometime. Yeah.
And same thing with Daredevil 3, season 3, I should say.
Yeah. And the Punisher. They're doing their own spin-off of the Punisher. So.
That is great. And speaking of Punisher, have you seen? This is a real good one. You've seen Punisher Warzone?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yep.
This is damn good, isn't it?
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I
actually like both of them. I actually like both of them. People had a problem with the first one because Travolta was the bad guy, and
well, it was okay. Howard Stern, he was still good.
I didn't mind it at all. I like both of them.
But I think that the Ray Stevenson one, in my personal opinion, is still the better. I mean, I still like the Jane one, and I liked it before the Ray Stevenson one came out.
Oh no,
and
this one's much better. This one's
Yeah.
much better
That's
because they got that violence in there. They really made it R-rated, and the guy with the glass and
Oh yeah, Jigsaw. Call me Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's great.
He's from another fantastic series. If you ever get a chance to watch The Wire,
I think his name is Dominic something, Dominic West or something Dominic.
Yeah.
Dominic, and his name is
He was the lead in The Wire, the television show The Wire.
Dominic West. Yep, I was right. And Julie Benz. Okay, Julie Benz was the wife. So you got Ray Stevenson, that's right. And Julie Benz, I know her as Darla from Angel, Jawbreakers.
Yep.
And you know what? She was in Rambo, the movie Rambo, the latest one.
The second one. Yeah, the real violent one. Yeah.
Yeah, not the second one. The one that came out just like in 2000 something, where he ripped the guy's throat out.
The violent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He blows the guy apart with the machine gun.
Yes,
and it's just half of his body. Yeah.
Yes, that one. And she was kind of like the one. I don't know what that. She was like on some kind of like nature peace thing, or trying to rescue some. Oh no, she was like a doctor or something, like a nurse's aide thing with a man. They want to go. I don't know what you call those kind of people, but they kind of like think Jehovah's Witness, but not Jehovah's Witness. They're trying to spread. The word
of God, religion, and all that.
No, medical help.
Or medical
help to the people of over there in Burma. I'm sorry, Burma.
Burma.
Yeah, that's her.
Burma. Yeah. No, I really like that Rambo. I like how Stallone just like, let's make it violent. Let's just go all the way with it and make it as realistic as possible. And yeah, it's great. It's great. So where's Movie Mike tonight? Can he join us?
Well, I sent a thing to him, so let me just let me find out here.
Okay. Or even Dean of DVD. He's
not. You know what?
Sadly, he's not working anymore, so he might be available.
Dean, Movie Mike gave me the heads up on that. That's what I love about it. We have other people that, even though I'm not on here too much, like looking at other people's videos and I've fallen behind. It's kind of like a network. We all inform each other on each other's progress, and which is absolutely great.
At least send them a link. At least if they can't make it, they can't make it. No problem.
Okay, here we go. So I'm sending one to Dean.
But at least you're inviting him. That's, the nice thing. So.
Yeah. And matter of fact, I kind of was meaning to. It was the other guy I was going to invite, Movie Mike and Dean as well. I'll send another one out to Movie Mike.
So yeah, Breaking Bad. Gosh, what a great show! I've been wanting to rewatch that again too. Been a while. It's so funny. There is a shot, one single, not even 10-second, maybe 15-second shot. If you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But remember in the very first episode when he's driving that RV and he has his pants hanging outside and the pants go flying up?
Mm-hmm.
The very final episode, there's a scene where he's rolling a barrel. I won't tell you what's in the barrel. Across the desert. And he comes across, there are his pants laying there.
And this isn't the second season, of course, right?
No, the final episode.
Oh, really? Okay.
The final episode, he's rolling, and there are his pants. And you're like, that was from the very first episode. There's his pants in the desert.
I was looking for these, yeah. And I can just take them and watch them.
Well, he doesn't, but
no. Okay.
You as the viewer watching see that.
It's a nice little Easter egg.
Yeah, Easter egg, yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, speaking of just jumping into superheroes, not too long, but I know you guys had some good chats on that. I haven't seen Suicide Squad yet. I understand you guys really liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very good. I thought it was like very, very good, like great even, and I like it better than BVS. I personally found that just because BVS for me is just at best like good.
Have you seen the extended version of BVS?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because like when I first saw it in theaters, I still thought it was good, and I can't say I like it still the same with the extended cut. Yeah. The only problem was it made it longer, and I didn't notice any major changes other than the fact that it's now 30 minutes longer. I think what it is, people that really praise it, they maybe have more of a taste for hearing like, I guess, a type of a like the story. I guess they're kind of trying to say, and it build upon there's this certain villain or what's going on. But I really don't care because it didn't. To me, I think they told it in a bad way. It was just to me it wasn't the best parts that I could really see again would be like maybe when the where the meeting took place. And sorry for the spoilers, guys, but when it exploded. I'm talking about that part where...
Yeah, you actually get to see Superman save people.
I saw it. I didn't notice him saving people.
In the theatrical version, he just stands there. But in the extended version, you see him flying real quick, pulling people out of there. At least I thought I saw that.
Did I see... I saw the extended cut. I didn't... Hold on here. I didn't notice that. It looked the same to me, so hold on here. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see here. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I can easily get to that. Let's see.
Sure, Wikipedia has a listing of what was included, what was cut.
Okay. Here we are.
At least I thought that was a scene of that because I only watched the extended version. I didn't see the cut version. So.
Okay, here it is.
From what I understand, he just stands there.
Okay, Granny's peach tea.
Yeah. The guy in the wheelchair blows himself up for revenge.
Holly Hunter. She looks and sees. How come I'm not hearing any freaking sound?
Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Oh, here. Okay, here's the sound. Okay.
The extended version.
Probably heard it. Yep, it's blowing up. It blew up. Okay, and then Diane Lane. I think that's her name, Diane Lane. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to the crowd. There's smoke. And then Lois Lane is. Okay. No, he's just standing there in the middle of the fire, just like how it was in the theatrical. He's not flying out anybody. He's just like this.
Yeah, I thought...
Shaking his head, looking into, as the fire is all around him.
I thought I saw a shot Or am I thinking of another?
And then you have Bruce Wayne now. Cuts to Bruce Wayne. He's just kind of like looking. And then now he's
Where
looking
did
in the
I?
newspaper. You let your family die. Wayne Tower
Yeah.
devastated. He wrote on a newspaper clipping.
And you know what I heard? Now tell me this if this is true. I heard this might have been a cutscene from Suicide Squad, but Harley Quinn actually killed Robin.
In what? In Suicide Squad?
Yeah, well, in the history of Batman and Robin, and when
Really?
you see in BVS, the writing
Mm.
on Robin's outfit is from Harley Quinn. I
Really?
read that online somewhere.
Wait a minute. I think
That it wasn't
I saw
Joker that killed Robin,
I
it
saw
was
something
Harley
here.
Quinn.
When it cut to, I mean, I wouldn't know so much about that. Like my knowledge is mostly like Marvel. But
Yeah,
let me see.
yeah,
When it
yeah.
goes to the Batcave, like if you look on my Falagar channel, I have a thing called what do I call it? Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, and Civil War and Marvel talks. You know, when you look at my channel, I have what I did was I extracted the Marvel portion of it, the last 58 minutes of the hangout, the 2 hours and 28 minutes hangout I was on, and where we just started talking about uh, Marvel, and it was Trey Passer was in there for a little while, and then there was the Comics Defender and Malik Axe, and little by little they had to kind of go, but then it was Malik Axe. It ended up being Malik Axe and myself, and we're talking Marvel, and like he's a huge Marvel fan, just like myself, and you know, I put it away now, but I showcased my we have like the same thing, the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War. You'll see, I'm holding them up as a matter of fact when you look at the screenshot.
Yeah.
But let me see. I'm going
How do
through
I
where
add a
Batman's in his
text? Here.
when he's in his Bat cave, and
Here,
I remember him
check that
walking
link I just
by.
sent. I just sent
Okay,
a link. Check that link.
okay. Pause this. Okay, there's Jeremy Irons as Alfred. Okay, here we go. Turns out Harley Quinn played a major role in Robin's death. So there goes our
Yeah.
favorite Robin fan theory. It says here. The fan theory that DC's Joker was actually Robin. The fan theory that DC's Joker was actually Robin. They're saying Joker is Robin?
Robin?
Has been a favorite amongst the comic book community. But
Joker
Suicide
Jr.
Squad has now called it all into question. In the beginning of the film, a short scene highlighting Harley Quinn's backstory is featured along with a list of crimes for which she's most infamous. One of them being her involvement in the murder of Robin, Batman's sidekick and best friend. Prior to the new development, a convincing case had been made that Jared Leto's Joker was in fact the second Joker, to have existed in the DC Extended Universe, really, originally having been Robin. Really?
Wow.
A mixture of things led to the intriguing theory, including Leto's Joker's somewhat damaged appearance, the character's similar ages, as well as a sense in Batman v
Scene.
Superman in which Robin's suit had been spray painted. Ah, see, there's a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see it. That's the scene I remember where he's in this Batcave. Wait, is
Yeah.
it Batcave? But I think he walks by the display and he sees. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing, and it was graffiti. I didn't get it, but okay, but I remember seeing that, and I just thought it was Joker putting graffiti on his thing, so he took it.
Yeah.
Which Robin's suit had been spray painted with the phrase, oh, and see, now I can see what it says. Ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman. I see it now. Ha ha ha, joke's
Yeah.
on you, Batman. Yep. Most convincingly, in 2000's animated film, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, really, the plot centers around the Joker kidnapping Robin and torturing him. Okay, that's the Red Hood one, where he's beating him with the crowbar, and at the end, I think his name was Jason Todd or something like that. He
Mhm.
becomes Red Hood for a while. I remember that, and then, like at the end of that, he wants Batman. He's pissed off. Why didn't Batman avenge my death? Why didn't you avenge my death, there,
Yeah.
Batman?
Keep reading though. Keep
Oh,
reading.
okay. It's like
Joker kidnapping Robin and
Oh,
torturing
where are we
him.
there? Torturing him until he adopts the identity of a Joker Jr. In it, the Joker dies as Batman attempts to rescue Robin, but Robin is never quite the same afterward. So, as theory went, Suicide Squad's Joker was this deranged version, of Joker Jr. He looks certainly fit the bill, his looks certainly fit the bill, unlike any other. Ah. But unless but unless the flashback detailing Harley's involvement in Robin's death was meant specifically to throw fans off,
oh, it's been debunked.
that theory has been officially debunked. Hey, DC sleuths, it was
Okay.
great while it lasted. And move your mic here. Let me see here. I'm
Okay.
realizing. Oh, look at this. Move your mic. It says here. I'm realizing how much I dislike Walt on this rewatch. Really, just disliking Walt.
Yeah, well, you gotta hate him. He's
I love him.
He's not a good guy. He's the guy who knocks, man.
No, I love the guy. God bless him. I mean,
Second watch, you see things that he.
Really? But those are the things I envy about the man. How he's kind of see. I'm always for you know. I hate the Jedi. You know, I absolutely love the Sith.
Yeah.
And I love heroes that are kind of like, if you ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like Spike. He's like he's a vampire who is evil, and he's kind of like become an anti-hero. So he's kind of become good, but if he gets a chance to betray and kind of become evil again, I absolutely love it. I love the Decepticons, and I love the episode Harley Quinn in the '90s Batman when Batman asked Harley Quinn, because the Joker kidnapped the mayor and he wants to blow up the whole city and kill the mayor and blow up the city. So he enlisted the help of Harley. Harley, yeah, you're gonna help me out here. And he's like, hey, Bats, how you doing? Like, what's going on? Long time no see. He's like, listen, your boss, the Joker, he kidnapped the mayor. Good for you. Put in, and he's like, well, look, listen, I need your help. We got to try to capture him. He goes, nah, I'm not gonna hurt Mr. J. And he's like, no, come on, okay? Just listen, I just need you to help me out and point me into the right direction. I'm not gonna kill him. Oh, there's no killing in the '90s animated Batman, but I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to stop him from doing that. And he's all right, fine. So we're partners. No, we're not partners. So they're sitting in the Batmobile, and so she reluctantly helps Batman. It's kind of like his sidekick for a while. I love hero villains like that. So he's in the car, in the Batmobile. Hey, Bats, this is great. This car. What does this do? She goes to push it, and it's like the turbo boost, and it goes like rocketing. It's like she's trying to stop it. You don't say nothing. You don't touch nothing. You got that? And then she's like, okay, geez. And then when Batman's continuing to drive, she's like looking and making faces at him, and then he looks and catches her doing it. And he's like, she's like this. And it's like, she stops. And at the end, she betrays Batman. It's an animated series, only 30-minute cartoon,
Yeah.
On Fox, right? And at the end, Batman's about to apprehend the Joker, but what happens is Harley Quinn knocks Batman out, in the back, and goes, yeah, I'm sorry, but this is just my pudding, and she said something like, no one said anything about hurting Mr. J, so but at the end, I don't want to get too much into it, but let's just say Robin gets into the picture. She says, yeah, who cares about the fact that Joker, his little plan blowing up the city did not leave enough time for him to go back to Arkham to pick you up to save you. And he goes, what? Wait a minute. And then Joker's like, shut up, bird boy. And then he goes, yeah, and let's not forget about your hyenas, your two little pet hyenas. Oh, yeah, we got to go after our pets. Don't worry, Dollface, I'll get you new ones. I was like, okay, but what about our other friends, like Two-Face and Riddler and Penguin? Well, we can't leave those guys. And then, she's like, come on, we can't do this. And they get into this struggle, and then she what does she do? I think she hits him and then runs off in the other direction to rescue the mayor. And then Joker sees this and just like, fuck her. So he goes on the blimp and then they take off. And I think you know what? And then he manages to stop the bomb. Batman does. But then what does Joker do? Being psychotically deranged as he is, he's on the Gatling gun in the blimp and he starts trying to gun them down to blow up the blimp. He's like, that bomb's going off. Whether one way or another, even if I have to go with it. So he's trying to shoot it with the Gatling gun, and then and what happens? Of course, Harley Quinn, she's standing there looking, and she pulls out her gun, aims it at the Joker. And goes, no, you wouldn't, and I think shoots him. But it turns out it's just one of those toy guns where it's just like a band,
Yeah.
Anyways, it went something like that. It went in that kind of direction. It was a great episode. Let's go, Harley Quinn. Check it out.
Hey, let me ask you. I understand at the end of Dark Knight Rises,
Okay.
the Robin character doesn't become Robin; he becomes Dark Knight or Darkwing, right?
Darkwing, yes. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, Robin becomes like Darkwing.
Which is not Robin. It's like the next version of Robin, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was like, it's kind of like his first Robin, because I remember son of Batman. You had, he's the son of Batman. He's a Batman's son, and he was raised by, what were they called? The League of Shadows, the League of Assassins or something. Ra's al Ghul, and the mother Natalia, which is, I forgot her name, but I think she had like some kind of villain name. Takes him to Batman, and then let's see here. Oh yeah, and then he's like looking around in the Batcave, and then he says, you know what? So this was your old suit, huh? That's what the young, Damian, Batman's son. He goes, what do you mean was? It still is. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you could be the new Robin. He goes, well, I think I already am. I think I just proved it. And he goes, well, if I recall, you lost that fight. Even though Nightwing was all cut to hell, but he still lost. But yeah. Damian's just absolutely badass. He is not afraid to kill, and that's my kind of hero.
See, I'm wondering if they're going to introduce Darkwing.
Nightwing.
In the future, or Nightwing in the future.
Don't, not to be confused with Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck, no.
Okay.
But Nightwing, being that, I don't know if they're trying to connect the Batman universe with the Nolan Batman universe. Since Ben Affleck took over.
Yes.
There's a separate entity. If you look at Batman BV Superman, Robin's already dead, which means there could be a Nightwing, So
yeah,
will he show up in Justice League? Who was in Justice League? Was it Robin or was it Nightwing?
I didn't even see either. I mean,
was he not even in Justice League?
I didn't.
I'm just thinking from the cartoons when I was a kid on Saturday morning. Okay. I always thought Robin was part of the Justice League.
Maybe he was, like I said, but like the Justice Leagues I have seen, like in the early 2000s and Justice League Unlimited, I don't ever remember seeing Nightwing on there. It was just always like Batman, and then Superman and all those other guys.
Right, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. But yeah, that's like regular Justice League. But then they brought in like Green Arrow. They brought in, I think his name is like the Atom or something like that, or Captain Atom. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
They brought those guys in there, but I don't ever remember seeing.
I don't know if it's the old, if it's the
'90s Batman. There was Nightwing.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the '70s and '80s when I was growing up. There was a cartoon series on Saturdays.
Oh, I know. You're talking about the Justice League, Super Friends. You're talking about.
Super Friends, yeah. And I always thought Robin was in there.
Yeah. It might have been, yes, yeah. And then he had the Masters. I forget what they're called, but the Joker and Lex Luthor and Grog. They have their. Yeah. The Master of Evil group. That's not what they're called. I think they're called Legion of Doom or something like that.
So this will be all different then.
Yeah. I used to watch that show, Super Friends.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. It was one of my absolute friends. Wonder Twins, activate. Shape of a fish. Form of the water.
I said, I'm not that big into superheroes or anything like that. Yeah. But when I was growing up, I would see. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they were the real early 1970s animated cartoons of Thor, Captain America, the Hulk.
I got them right
and
there.
The animation wasn't that great.
No, it was a comic book art. They literally extracted the comic books and they would slide them as a movement.
Yes.
Like this, and there would be rudimentary movements and stuff like that, but it's just most of that part would be moving, but then everything
that
was
stuff is that's
I have it. I have the Captain America
with Captain America and Iron Man and even Spider-Man had its own series that I used to watch, cartoon series from the 70s. Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah. Oh, so you got a DVD set?
Here we go.
Man, I love those old cartoons.
I should burn you these.
The animation wasn't that great.
No, but it's classic.
Show me the cover.
Here,
show me the cover.
There is no cover because it's this. There's no official release.
Oh, you just got a copy of them. Okay.
Yeah. See, my friend at the time.
66.
Yeah, an animated series. This is disc 1, and then there's disc 2, and this one features Red Skull.
Yeah.
And he has a cosmic cube. I can't remember. I think and this one also features Baron Zemo. This series. Baron Zemo and his adhesive gun. You don't want that glue getting on you because once that glue gets on you, you're stuck. It's Baron Zemo's adhesive X, his adhesive gun. Yeah, these are great.
That's what I remember growing up because I'm an old.
America, yeah, the theme song when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yeah.
Captain America. Yeah, it's great show.
The
I saw these
Mighty
off.
Thor.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
That's the stuff I grew up in. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
an old fart, so I guess, yeah, 66 makes sense. I was like 8
Mhm.
years old, 7 years old, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's the stuff I used to watch. And then
Yeah.
comic book wise, I would buy Spider-Man. I never bought any of the other superheroes. I would always buy a Spider-Man. So I remember the Spider-Man comics. I remember the mechanical thing he had for the web shooters.
Yes.
So
See, that's how it should be. Yeah.
it
It
wasn't it
wasn't coming out of him. Yeah.
no, it was a
It's meant.
mechanical thing.
I
Yeah.
like it when it's a mechanical thing, his web shooters, because it shows the intelligence and that Peter
Yeah.
Parker is more than just having the powers, but guess what? He is also a scientist and inventor
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well. There's a
yeah.
different side to him. So it shows his inventive side, his genius, okay? And that's what I absolutely love. I got that.
Spider-Man.
I have that. I have the entire series right over there.
Yeah.
The 67
Man.
Spider-Mans, the whole thing, and each disc has a different themed villain, like
And
Kingpin,
you're gonna
Mysterio.
laugh.
I
You're
love
gonna
them. I have them.
laugh.
I've seen
You're-
those back then. Yeah.
You're gonna laugh. I loved Spider-Man as much as I loved, drum roll,
Okay.
Underdog.
Oh God. Hold on here.
You got Underdog too?
Are you? Would you be referring to? Hold on. I don't want this to fall over, but
Sweet Polly Purebred is in
are you
trouble.
referring to?
Oh my God, you got him! Oh
This
my
is a complete
God,
series by
yes.
Shout Factory.
Yes,
Nine
I
disc.
never picked that up. I always
There's
wanted
no
to
need
get
to
that.
fear.
Yeah,
Underdog is here.
with Simon
Okay.
Bar Sinister.
Simon says, "Walk up the ladder."
Underdog, you
Yes.
will not escape.
Yes. Ah. Yeah, that's great.
And who was the gangster fox guy?
Oh fuck. Oh, hold on. Riff Raff or something. Right?
Riff Raff. No, it
Was it
wasn't.
Riff Raff?
Maybe it was Riff Raff. It was Simon Bar Sinister and Cad. Oh, what if Underdog
Cad?
defeats our pal? He will never defeat our
Oh, you could do
flag.
Simon Bar. Yeah. Oh man, that is.
My boss, I don't
Genius,
think
yes.
he'll be able to escape. Well, he will.
Yes. Oh man, you could play the voice and everything, and Underdog, as Miles.
Oh, like I said, it was Spider-Man and
Oh.
Underdog, which were
Yes.
two totally opposite. You
Mhm.
know, Sweet Polly Purebred is in
God, you can do
trouble.
all the voices.
I must
Yes.
save her. where has my Underdog gone? Oh my God,
man.
I used to love
I'm
that
super
cartoon
impressed
show.
by that. Oh man, you could be doing voices. I'm telling you.
Yes, Underdog, you won't escape my plan.
I love it.
Oh my
Oh
God.
fuck yeah. Fuck
I didn't know Scream Factory released that.
Yeah,
Or
it was Shout
Shout
Factory. Yes.
Factory.
And they also did
Wow.
Did they do? I think they did Mr. Peabody and Peabody and,
Oh, and Sherman.
Peabody, and then they also did this one.
Fractured Flickers and Tennessee
Tennessee
Tuxedo
Tuxedo.
will not fail.
And it's also Shout. See?
Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
Walden
go
Walden.
see Mr. Whoopi. He'll know what.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. And of course Don Adams, or what his name is?
Yeah, Don Adams.
It's Don Adams. Yeah.
Oh,
Miss me by this
Tennessee!
much.
Let me pull out my BB, my
Yes.
blackboard.
I love that.
Yeah. And then there was who was the two polar bears on the military base? I think that was from the same Tennessee Tuxedo. Was Dudley Do-Right from the Tennessee Tuxedo show?
Oh,
Or was that from the McGilligan Riddle show?
I
Mr.
don't remember. And I do remember, like, at the end of those shows, there's, like, when at the end you have a guy sweeping the floor, he's kind of sweeping it with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fractured Flickers.
Yeah.
No, not Fractured Flickers.
Or whatever, I don't know, I don't remember, but it was something, you know.
Yeah. And the thing would fall on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boom.
Yes. Just like I remember, how many licks
Fractured
does it take
Fairy
to get
Tales.
to the Tootsie
Fractured
Roll?
Fairy Tales.
Fractured Fairy Tales, okay. And the other thing I absolutely love are like Tom and Jerry's and Woody Woodpecker and
Oh, all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
old.
My
and then,
God.
and I still even loved it when it went to Chuck Jones. But first, I think it was
Oh,
Fred Quimby. Those the old animated
Yes.
style.
Yes.
That's true
Well,
beautiful
I
animation.
grew up
And the
with
Chuck Jones
the
stuff is great.
old Chuck Jones Bugs Bunny stuff
Mm.
and the Walter Lantz
Walter Lantz, Woody
Heckle and
Woodpecker.
Jekyll, Woody Woodpecker, and then the Max Fleischer, I believe.
Max Fleischer, yeah. The
Yeah, the
Superman ones, the
Superman
thing.
and
Didn't he do like
Gulliver's Travels and
Betty Boop, was he? Or no, maybe that's
Betty.
not.
Well, he might
Was
have
Betty
done
Boop?
Betty Boop. I know he Betty Boop, not
Or
Betty Boop.
Popeye? Was it Popeye?
I
Maybe it
believe
was
he did
Popeye.
Popeye, but the big thing was the Superman cartoons, man.
Yes. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, do I have them
Those were
all?
amazing. Oh,
I
you
have
got them
I
too?
think. Well, it came in a set of when you get the Supermans. And I
Yeah.
think that's what I got, and it has all the Max Fleischer. When you get the Superman movies, I'm talking about the Chris Reeve ones
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Blu-ray. You get the
Oh, they come with extras with the
but that's everything.
cartoons.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
cartoons. Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
all of those.
All that good stuff, man. That was the childhood. Well, you're close. You're what, 30 or
My
40?
age?
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I hate to say it. I'm
You
40.
just turned 40, didn't you? Well, I'm
Yes, sir.
50. I'm 56. So we're close, though.
56? Okay.
Yes, I'm an old fart, man. I'm real old, and I'm still playing video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're very close in age, so we both grew up watching those, Spider-Man cartoons and
Yeah.
things like
Fuck yeah.
that, and the heart of cartoons, the great cartoons, Flintstones, Jetsons,
Yes.
all that stuff.
I love.
Kids, I always. This is what the old people always say. Kids nowadays don't know what great cartoons were.
Yeah. And I think
We had
another.
Saturday mornings. We would get up with a big
Yes.
bowl of Fruit Loops.
Yes.
We'd
Mhm.
sit in front of the TV and watch
Yes.
cartoon after cartoon, Planet of the Apes, Star Trek,
Dungeons
Bugs
and
Bunny,
Dragons. The Dungeon
Dungeons and
Master.
Dragons, Shazam,
Mhm.
all that stuff.
And all our heights on with the show. This is it.
I
They
thought I
get
saw
on
a
the stage.
Tweety
And,
Bird.
yes. I thought I saw a pooty
Saw a
cat.
Putty
And,
Cat. Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
Flintstones and then just kids Flintstones. And how about the golf? They go golfing. And then I think
Well,
Barney was a
remember,
caddy.
do you remember the Flintstones used to be on at night?
No, that I do not remember. I would always see
When
it.
they
What would I
when
see?
they first came on, they were on at like 7 p.m.
Really? Okay.
night. Yeah, they
Wow.
were. The Flintstones was supposed to be an adult version of the Honeymooners with Ralph
Okay.
Cramden and Alice, which
Yeah.
was very similar. And they originally started it at night, like 7 o'clock, 6 p.m.,
Wow.
7 p.m. As an adult cartoon, and then they went to mornings and they went to syndication and all that. But
Yeah. Like I remember watching those after school. And that's when I
well,
would watch. When I would get off
I
school,
used to
like
come
4
home from
o'clock.
school and watch Speed Racer
Oh,
and
okay.
geez, what other show? Godzilla
There was
movies,
Voltron. There was Robotech.
Voltron. Oh my, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, Puffin stuff, all that
Wow.
stuff, man.
Yeah, some of those I'm not familiar with. I mean, I remember like there's well, like I said, stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, Rubik's. I think it was like the Adventures of Rubik's Cube or something. There was a Rubik's
Yeah.
Cube Saturday morning thing. But I had to do this line here with Barney and Fred when he goes, "Hey, Fred, I think I'm gaining a friend." Yeah, well, don't get too excited. You may still come up even because you're losing me because he's causing his buddy to there's competition of win. He's trying to get him. Okay, anyway.
My
sorry, I just had to say-
one of my favorite bits from Flintstones is
Yeah.
is Fred had some money that I think he won in a race, and he was trying to
Oh.
hid it. So he hid it under a rock, and he's like,
Oh, yes.
Barney, lift this rock so I can grab my money. And Barney's lifting the rock, and he puts his hand under there, and Barney drops the rock,
Yes.
and he's like, "Oh, Fred, why did you put the hand under your rock?" "Well, I put it there to keep it warm. Now get it off my hand!"
Yeah. Yes. I love how he gets mad like that. He just blows up and just like just thinking of it. He's supposed to be like swearing, but of course
Yeah,
he can't swear.
yeah,
Like
like Popeye. Like the old Popeyes. He would go,
Yeah.
what's going on? And then he would
Oh,
just like
yes.
swear under his breath.
Yes, and
Yeah,
probably
that dirty
kids.
old son of a man, this is good.
God, you can do that too. Shit.
Ah, ka, 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 ka. Yeah.
Yes. fuck, man, I can't do it like that. That's no way. No way. That's fantastic.
Hey, Fred. Oh man. Yeah, no.
Wow, I
Back
love it.
back back in the day, I used to do all those cartoon things, man. But
Wow.
man, I loved watching that stuff. That, like I said, that you wouldn't. I guess kids' attention span just, well, everything is now on the cell phone. Everything is all Pokemon and all that stuff. That kids' attention spans, they're not focused on television. Uh,
Mm.
Especially for those old cartoons and stuff. You watch, well, there is no Saturday morning cartoons, is there? If you put on
Uh,
Saturday,
yeah.
like any of the channels, like
You have to go to Disney XD, and that's where all the cartoons have
yeah,
gone. And you know what? I miss too. And this is all on Disney XD now.
Nickelodeon used to do that too in the
Yeah.
mornings. They used
But
to play the old
there,
ones.
there used to be cereal, kids cereal cartoons, and
Yeah,
the commercials for action figures and stuff like that. And you don't see that anymore. Even on Saturdays, you
no,
have to go to Disney XD, and that's where they're all at. So I watch that, and so when I see that, I don't care. I still like that. I like seeing all those little kid cartoon, not kid cartoon, kid toy commercials, even though not the same kind.
sure.
They're
When
up
we were
there. But,
kids, you probably remember when we were kids, we would watch those cartoons.
mm,
And
yes,
there'd be those commercials, and we're like,
yes,
"Mom, I want that for Christmas. I want that.
yes,
I want that toy. I want Hot
yes.
Wheels racetrack. I want Evil Knievel
And the
speed
old
jump, or
He-Man
whatever."
action figures, Thunder Punch He-Man. I had all that. Lion-O,
Yeah,
Mumra. I still remember on Christmas when my dad and we
Rock'em
were.
Sock'em Robots and
Yes,
all that stuff,
my,
man.
my, my dad
Light Bright.
was bringing home the Lion-O and a Mumra for my brother and me, and little baby Jr. He's just a little baby now, mind you. He's like just learned how to walk, like maybe like 1.5 or 2 or whatever. Can kind of like crawl, walk, and stand. He's like crawling up the stairs. Goes up with Dad. My dad comes home from work. It's ready. It's around Christmas time, so it's like kind of dark outside, even though
Hmm.
it's like only 5.
Yeah.
And baby not Al, baby Jr. grabs the lino. Hey, I said, hey, Daddy, you're back on. What's this? And then baby Jr. like pulls it up and goes, oh, and I was so excited. I says, hey, Lino, and my dad just went, oh, you ruined the surprise. So I had Lino, and I was like, can I play with this now? And he let us play with it. We got it early, and we opened it up,
Yeah.
started playing it, and it was great. And then you had a ring, and you could put it in the back, and yeah, it's great,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That brings back the memories, man,
yeah,
when you were a kid.
yeah.
Hey, Sammy, let me ask you, what were your favorite toys when you were a kid? We're getting into nostalgia
Yeah.
now. You'll
Oh,
have to change the
yeah.
title of this.
Oh, yeah.
What were your
Uh,
favorite toy? What did you enjoy when you were like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old?
uh,
Did you have GI Joes?
yeah. I got some GI Joes and all that
Are
stuff.
you breaking up, man?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh
One
man,
second, man.
I'm sorry to bring it up,
No,
man.
no, it's okay. Um,
It's emotional. It's emotional. I've been
uh,
wiping the tears off just thinking about the past, man. It was such an innocent time. It was such an easygoing time. You didn't have
yeah.
pressures of work. You didn't, even though you had school, it wasn't as hard. Um, it was just such a sim. You can go out and play for hours, and you had to come home when the street lights came on because it was scary,
Yeah.
and then you did your homework, or you were in your bedroom and you built model kits. Um, yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's a great time to think about. It really is,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't mean to break you up or anything, but like I said, I like talking about that old stuff because it's sorely missing in our adult life.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
we're adults, we just have so many problems and so many issues to deal with and other emotions and things.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were kids, it was just such a fun time. Christmas time was,
Oh, yes. That's
you
great.
know, did you ever have one of those silver trees? Those like
Um,
aluminum trees.
no, no, mine was a green one, and
Did you
like I
always have
said,
a live tree, or was it a
no, no,
fake tree?
it's a plastic tree, and then you have to match the
Okay.
colors where you want to stick the metal into the pole, and then you stick it like red, and then you
Did
see
you
the
have one
hole.
of those lights that would turn around
No,
and
no,
would
and then
show?
we had to put the lights around the
Oh,
tree
like
and everything.
regular
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh
lights.
God,
Okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, did you have like a little town under the tree or anything like that? Like with little buildings or little people or anything like that?
No, just stuff hanging on the tree, like Santa Claus
Okay.
stuff and Christmas, bells and shit like that, and then
Okay.
presents are all in the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Christmas morning. Did you guys ever open your presents like the night before, or did you
Um,
always have to wait in the morning?
oh no, sometimes it'd be night before, or
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Did you
great.
guys go to midnight mass? I don't know what your
Uh,
religion was.
it's Catholic, yeah, but no, not
Catholic.
midnight. It would be you know, Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And then you would open your presents and you'd be
yeah.
surprised, and all afternoon it'd be cold outside and you'd be in home and you'd be playing with your toys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Hot
was great.
Wheels tracks or
Yep.
gosh, it was, like I said, I don't want to break you up, and it's
No,
great.
no, it's fine. I
I'm
don't care.
I'm
It's
I'm happy you did, because
yeah,
I feel like I tapped into a memory
yeah,
you probably haven't
yeah.
visited it in a
Yeah,
while.
it happens when I even would just watch movies, and I could watch like As Good as It Gets, and it happens, and
Oh
In Her
yeah,
Shoes with Tony Collette
yeah, 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 yeah,
Cameron Diaz, and yeah, it's just great
yeah. And it
stuff.
just
And,
comes out. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I
That's
love it.
true. But I mean, just nostalgia in general is amazing. The
Yeah,
things we watched as a kid,
yep.
not even cartoon shows, but like even shows in the evening.
Hmm.
Maybe maybe before bed you'd put on Twilight Zone and you got
Yeah,
scared, or something like
yeah.
that, or
I would
Honeymooners, or
watch.
Get Smart, or
Yeah, Get Smart and
things like that.
I
Welcome
Dream
Back,
of Jeannie.
Cotter, I Dream of Jeannie. They were all at night. Now when you watch them, they always like MeTV. They always play them
Yeah.
in the morning.
No, but I would watch them even in the 80s, and and it would be on like I remember especially watching them around like noontime or something like that. During
Yeah,
summer vacation, I was able to watch those, and Wonder Woman, they come on at like noon or 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
yeah. Wonder Woman.
I Dream
Yeah.
of Jeannie, and I would and I would tape those and all the time. But it
Wonder
would be like Wonder
Woman.
Woman and hold on, I Dream of Jeannie and Get Smart. Those three would kind of be like
Get
back to back,
Smart.
and whatever. Yeah, I'd always watch them and record them, and I absolutely loved
Gilligan's
Agent
Island.
99, Gilligan's Island. I loved it. Let's just say I loved Agent 99.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Barbara Feldon was
Barbara Feldon
beautiful.
and Barbara Eden and
Oh
and
gosh,
I Dream
yeah,
of Jeannie, of course. It was also and Linda Carter as Wonder Woman,
yeah,
and then of
yeah.
course
How could you not love those tights?
and yes, and not only that, you got Mary Ann and Ginger Rogers.
Oh,
Oh,
and
those
Mary
are the
Ann was
five.
alwaay the one.
Yeah,
At least
Mary
for
Ann.
me. For
Oh
me, it was
God,
always Mary
I'd do them both for sure. But
Ann.
yeah, but man, I'd have fantasies about all five of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, yeah. Barbara Eden, man, and she couldn't show her navel. The FCC at
yeah,
that time,
I noticed that.
she
Why wouldn't
always
she show
had
her navel?
that thing above
Yeah,
her
the
belly
covers it.
button.
Yeah, why is that?
It
Yeah,
was it was it was
it
the
was
FCC back then. They said that was too sexy to show the belly button.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
That's why
just
belly dancers were so popular back then, because
really
everybody saw the belly button, you know.
okay. What the
And everybody doing the Hawaiian thing, and there's
yeah,
this belly button with a diamond in it or something, you know.
the time that's fucked.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an innocent time back then. But yeah, Barbara Eden, Mary Ann, Ginger.
Mhm. Yeah.
Come on, you didn't have anything for Mrs. Howell?
Oh please no. Fuck no. Fuck no. No. Yeah. And well, darling, here's don't forget your teddy.
Who else?
Here's
You know
your
who
teddy.
else? You know who else I had a crush on was
Hmm.
Karen Valentine
Karen
from.
Valentine.
I think she was in Room 222.
I'm not too familiar with
And
what that
Sally
is.
Field, Flying
Oh,
Nun.
Sally Field. Oh, Flying Nun. Okay, I
She
never
was
saw. I know
another
that.
one that.
I wasn't she Gidget as well.
Or Gidget, yeah, in her little
Yeah, yeah.
bathing suit. Yeah, yeah.
Now, how about even then? Were they able to show the navel of her in Gidget? I never.
No, no. If you
How
watch
did you
those
manage that?
reruns, they were that was a high top bathing. They didn't show the belly button. No.
I can't picture a bathing suit where you're not seeing the belly button because
Yeah, yeah.
how do you pull
Watch
that
an
off?
old
Because a bathing suit
rerun.
is always like up to the, you know what I'm talking about? It's so like,
Yeah, no, it's not. It was all the way up to the belly, over the hips. Yeah, yeah.
it's not a bathing
Watch an
suit,
old
man.
Gidget. Watch an old Gidget episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Munsters, Adam's
Oh yes,
Family.
the Munsters, and of course, back in space, or not? I'm sorry, Lost in Space, and
Lost in Space. Yeah. Yeah. Right there. There.
there you go. Yes, and I
I've
absolutely
been
love the old
watching
classic
those,
Star
and
Treks.
Star Trek. God, Star Trek was great. I used to watch Star Trek like maybe 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock. Outer Limits would come on,
Mm,
and you'd watch that with all the alien monsters and stuff,
mm,
and then there'd be Get Smart and
yeah,
Honeymooners.
yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
Darks, but there's always another side. The dark side. Turn it flips, and of
Yeah.
course, who doesn't?
Tales of the Dark Side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Monsters.
No. I think that was called Galax. Hold on here.
Oh,
It began
Night
with a G.
Gallery.
Night
Night
Gallery. I'm
Gallery.
sorry, Galaxy. Night Gallery.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Da, da, da,
Da-da-da.
da. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So many scary stories in that.
Amazing Stories. Remember Amazing Stories?
Amazing stories,
Mhm.
yeah.
I remember
Spielberg even directed
Spielberg.
one of those.
Gather
Yeah.
Ye Acorns with Mark Hamill, where would be this little gnome that would tell Mark Hamill, save all your shit. Don't get rid of it. Don't throw it away. So he
Yeah.
gets older, and his parents are wondering, come on, you're not getting a job. You're lazy. You're not doing that. Well, I got to keep all this junk because eventually one day these will all become valuable. And he's getting older. He's getting older. And finally, when he is super old, I'm talking like fucking 70, 80 years old. Then he's out filling up his gas. The woman says, "Excuse me, sir." He's like totally out of no home or anything. He's just traveling. "Excuse me, sir." Mark Hamill's like old as fuck. "How much is that silver box thing they have?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I don't know. Tell you what." And I think he said, "I'll give you 8 for it." He's like, "Yeah, well, I guess eight would be enough for me to fill." He's thinking $8.
Yeah.
8 will be enough for me to get a sandwich and fill up my gas here. He goes, "Oh no, 800." He's like, 800. So he set up a gallery thing, and he was able to sell all his shit. He made a shit ton of money, but see, he didn't have to work at all in his entire life. But it's
Oh, that's
only
my fantasy. That's my fantasy.
But here's the problem. And he finally did become rich, but here's the problem. It happened when he was like 80. So
And he couldn't
basically,
enjoy it.
he couldn't really enjoy it. He was struggling his whole life trying to, and then finally when he was 80, and you see the gnome sitting there, like, just watching them. And such a great episode. You can watch it on, yeah. And I'm happy to report, if you go check out Netflix, you can see all these things, Again, they're there.
Yeah, I don't think Amazing Stories is out. Maybe on DVD.
First season on DVD.
Oh, just the first season?
For some fucking reason, that's only the first season.
Wow.
And then when you get the DVD, it's in some big kind of it's like a casing that opens up like a book, and it's really
Yeah,
cool.
but it's only one season.
But it's only one season. I want all of them.
Yeah, why didn't they release all of them?
Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff, Sammy, man.
Yes, sir.
This was a nice ride. This was. I'm gonna end this. Let's end this soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Soon, not right now, but soon.
Yeah. Okay.
But
because I'll eat a little snack and I'll watch some more. I'll watch
I'm
more
gonna,
Breaking Bad.
I feel like watching. You watch your Breaking Bad. I feel like watching something like Munster Gilligan now.
Yeah. Oh, I have the Munsters. Where'd I put it? I have that.
Yeah. Well, I got Munsters, Adam's Family. I got all those.
Adams. I got the Munsters. I got.
But I'm feeling nostalgia.
Wonder Woman.
And I think it was It was. You'll have to retitle this like Nostalgia Talk or something.
Yeah, because I called
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad superheroes and nostalgia talk, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Because I think we really touched a vein between both of us. And, and you don't talk about that stuff much. Yeah, no.
You
don't talk about the old stuff much. You don't find many people talking about what they watched as a kid, or how school was,
Yeah.
or growing up and things like that.
Mm.
And I think we went around really kind of nice. I mean,
Yeah.
just you, not to embarrass you, but you just kind of
No, yeah,
breaking up
it's all right. Yeah, it's fucked up,
really
but it's okay.
really
It
made
happens.
me think that
You-
we
you-
should do
you-
that again.
you-
Maybe if we could get a hangout with Dean and Movie Mike and some other
yeah,
people, maybe Jace,
Gary, Gary G
Gary,
and Trey
definitely
Passer,
Gary, especially Jace because he's from Australia. Gary because she's from
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria,
Mm-hmm.
and talk about the stuff we watched as children
Oh yeah,
and
well she
and
watched
how
Xena, and I absolutely love Xena.
yeah, and just kind of
1985.
talk about how it affected us as children.
Yes.
I think that would be a nice hangout. I
And
really do.
do,
I
do
think
you
that would be a
remember?
fun hangout.
Do you remember the Twilight Zone episode where this is like the new Twilight Zone? I think it was in like the late '90s with
Yeah.
Mark or not? What's his name? Hold on.
Forrest
Mark
Whitaker
Mark Singer.
or Mark Singer.
Mark
Okay.
Singer guest starred. He was a baseball player and like I guess and so he was crippled and he's friends with this boy and collects baseball cards. You may remember this. And one particular card is like, you know what, this looks like you. He's like, yeah, that's weird. Here, you should take it. He keeps it. Every night at a certain time, it might have been like midnight, it opened, the card would float and open up this portal. Mark Singer stepped through the portal.
And he'd
and
be
it was
full.
in a baseball, yeah, he can walk again. He's in a baseball
Yeah.
uniform out in the stadium, and he was
Yep.
hitting home runs, and then the stats in the card would change, like how many hits.
Yes.
And at
Yes.
the end, because he's like, and guess what? I could walk in there. It was weird. He didn't believe him, and then somehow, he looked at and the stats were changing, and he believed him. Finally, the way it ended was when he was in there. He saw him go in there. He took the card, and he said, you know what? He's happier there. He can't walk here really. He tore the card, and now he's forever in that fantasy world, and it's great.
Yeah.
And he's constantly changing the stats on the card. That was just fucking great. And
Yeah.
it's fucking good.
Twilight Zone was both, even the original show, all of them, because I think they came back like 3 different times.
Yes.
In the 80s and then the 90s and maybe even the 2000s.
Yes.
They had scary stories and then they
Yeah.
had very inspiring stories.
Yeah, and I absolutely love those inspiring ones.
Yeah.
And I like in the Forrest Whitaker one, which I have right up over there, by the way.
Yeah.
And this one girl was like walking home at night and was hit. The car backed into her and hit, and she was not kind of like unconscious, but maybe in a point where she's kind of dying. But the whole thing is, and sorry for the spoiler, guys, but in her mind, it's like she got up. They managed to resuscitate her. She got up and she's like, yeah, okay, I'm okay, I'm fine. And little by little, people kept disappearing. Like, this is my husband. And he would disappear from the photo, and people would have no memory of what she's talking about. And then every night the bus would keep going by, right? And then the bus driver was like sitting waiting for her, and she would never get on the bus. And now she's starting to think, you know what? I think that this bus is death, and if I get on it, then I'm truly dead. But that's what happened. And the dog escaped. The dog managed to get out and goes, no, come on, Poochie. I don't know the dog's name. Don't get on the bus. The dog went on the bus. And he's like, I'm not getting on the bus. And she's like, come on, this is your ride. This bus is for you. And she went, nope, you're not taking me. Finally, at the end. And finally, he comes up. Come on, get on. You're losing your moment here, and I'm getting goosebumps here. And she goes, "Nope, I'm not going to get it. This is my life. I'm not going to get on there. You're not taking me. No, this was the life you could have had." And he gets on the bus, and the bus drives away. And she's like, "What?" And then he goes into it, and then she sees herself still lying there, from being hit at the beginning of the episode, being hit by the car. And she says, "No," and he goes, "I get it." And he goes, "No." She didn't make it, but you look at the dog, because the dog got on the bus earlier. The dog resuscitated, and the dog gets up. The dog is okay, but she's not going to make it. She's like, "Fuck, the bus wasn't death. The bus was a life."
Yeah, you get chills. You get
I get
chills.
chills. I got fucking goosebumps.
Yeah.
She should have got on the goddamn motherfucking bus, and then she would have been fucking alive. She fucked up. Why didn't that fucking asshole driver say something? You should have said, "No, you don't get it," But what an asshole.
It's like the Wizard of Oz. Why didn't Glenda tell her right at the beginning?
Yeah.
Just click your heels and you'll go home.
Yeah.
No,
there
she
you
had
go.
to go through this whole thing, meet the Tin Man, meet the Scarecrow, go through the witch.
Yes.
All she had to do in Munchkinland was say, "Click your heels, you'll go home."
And that would have been the end of it, and that would have been that.
Good stuff, Sammy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm going to let you go.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Let's end this stream.
Okay.
Everybody, thanks for watching me.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're most. It's good when you see it. When you watch this back, it's all you, man.
No, it ain't all you. It's you too, dude. I mean, come on. It's me and you.
Thank you.
It's me and you. This is a nice little special, and it's going to be on Sammy's channel. I'll probably
put on
download
yours.
it. I'll put it. Yeah, I'll download it and upload it on mine, and it'll be our nice little Breaking Bad superhero nostalgia talk.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, especially the nostalgia, man.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
That just warms my heart. It brings
Yeah.
me back. It's I always love talking about that old stuff. Probably because I'm older now,
Mm.
but I really think we should in the future do like we were saying, get all our main people together
Oh yeah.
and just talk about stuff we remember from our childhood. And
Yeah.
the candy, the
Oh
toys,
yeah. The candy.
the television shows, things maybe problems we had in school. Let's just talk about
Mm-hmm.
stuff from our past and just make it a full nostalgia show. I think that would be really a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, Sammy, thanks for
Okay.
talking.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, yeah, and thank you. Thanks for coming up with the idea. To want to get
No,
on
no,
this.
I just felt like talking, man.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, viewers
I'm
out
gonna end
there,
it.
thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
Okay.